good. I got very little.
Where the fuck is the fucking fuck? That'd be so nice when I don't have to fucking fuck the fuck anymore.
The following program is for adult audiences only.
The wait is over.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Warning! This is
Eric and Gord, what if we're right?
Listening just got better.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Hi there. Happy Wednesday. It's April 15th, 2020. I'm Eric, talking at you as always from Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, where I am so sick and tired of taking shit from idiot managers. It's time for me to be that idiot.
You get to dole out the same shit you've hated from all the others.
I have applied for management positions all across this fine nation of ours. Hey, Canada, how are ya? I could be your neighbor soon. You never know. I don't know where I'm moving, but I'm going somewhere. Wherever they'll take me as a manager. Maybe up north.
Going places. It's all that matters.
Ladies and gentlemen, and Gord, the pens have arrived.
Yeah, baby.
I am just sitting here naked, rubbing the Eric and Gord pens on my body. Not the ones I'm going to send you guys, different ones. These are magnificent. I don't even want to do a podcast. Like, I want to make it a video podcast, but instead of talking, I just write everything I say. That's how nice these pens are. These are, like, life-changing. Like I complained to the company for taking too long, and now I got to write them back and say, no, you were perfect, because these are better than I ever could have imagined. They're magnificent. I'm going to see if I can do this right now. Let's see here.
I can honestly say I've never heard somebody more happy with their pen than you are right now.
All right, do you have your video on?
No, do you want me to?
Yes. Yes, I do. This isn't even... Sorry, people. I know this is probably boring for you guys. Hey, while I'm doing this, I will say hi to Mike and the boys at Pit Lane Parlay, the number one IndyCar and racing podcast on the internet today. And this week is the last week that I will be saying hi to Mike and the boys at Pit Lane Parlay. It's time for someone else to get this spot on the show. Could be you. Send me an email. Gwyneth Paltrow's Vagina at gmail.com. And I will put your ad in the place of Mike's. I'm just now showing Gord the pen. I'm holding it in my
rubberized grip off the tip.
Look at that grip.
Can I describe it to everybody so they can
look at that grip? That is amazing. It's got a really nice weight to it too. And black ink. Look at that blue. It's like Avril Lavigne's eyes. It's so pretty.
But without the bullshit attitude. Oh, that looks amazing. The logo looks so good.
Oh, it looks good. It would have looked better on the black. Unfortunately, they didn't have the black, but I like the blue. The blue looks professional. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want a pen, send me an email. I should get a pen at gmail.com and tell me why you should get a pen. We have very limited pens, but if you order one, they will come with also the limited edition Eric and Gord postcard, which I will sign with the pen.
The pen.
I'll even post this video on our website later so you guys can see it. So there's the Eric and Gord What If We're Right official postcard. And the Eric and Gord What If We're Right pen.
Yeah.
Merchandise, baby. And then right behind me is the Eric and Gord poster that I might auction off one day, like when I have cancer and I need money or something.
And you can sign it with your pen.
I also want to say hi to our good friend Jeffrey and the Functionally Dysfunctional podcast. They're the second funniest podcast on the internet today. That is all I'm doing for plugging stuff. How world? How you doing? Thanks for listening. Please tell your friends, tell your family, listen to the world changing. That you didn't see that, did you? Ooh, no, there's too much glare.
Too much glare.
Send us some emails. Or do what my new friend Mark did and go to ericandgord.live and fill out the contact page. Our new friend Mark did that. I sent you the email this morning, Gord. I don't know if you got it.
I did. I got that.
Cool. Anyway, do that, guys. Go to ericandgord.live. I don't know why I have so much trouble saying that. ericandgord.live and check out the website and tell us you like it. You just might get one of these pens. I'm going to make videos of this pen tonight. That's my project for the night. It is nice. It writes really nicely. I haven't signed my name with it yet. Hang on. Oh, doesn't even look like my signature. Looks like it says I write my name, but it comes out saying John Stamos. Because it's so sexy. That's it for that. If you would like to purchase a pen, you can't. They're not for sale.
Unless they want to donate like $1,000, that'd be cool.
No, like $5 you could have one. I'm not kidding.
Dude, come on.
But these are tremendously expensive pens. And we don't have many of them. Well, we got a box of them. They're all in little trays.
Super stoked.
Very nicely packed. Oh, they look so good when you're looking at 50 of them. Everything looks better when you're looking at 50. I'm just saying. Like, you see a nice boob, and you're like, hey, that's a nice boob. You see 50, and you're like, yeah.
That's a lot of titty.
That's enough bullshit. I'm just so excited. Sorry, guys. Moving on. I also want to say hi to Serena Sabella. We were supposed to play my interview with Serena last night at the end of our episode. For some reason, I don't know what the hell happened. It didn't work. I went to check it out this morning, and it just wasn't there. So, I will be posting 2 episodes for your listening pleasure tonight. This one that we're doing right now, that you can be a part of if you're listening on Spreaker.com. You can go dial 604-655-9630, be on the show right now. Or you can live chat with us on the Spreaker.com website. But if you're not listening on Spreaker.com, then you're not probably hearing this right now, so you have no idea what I'm talking about. You'll listen tomorrow morning and you'll be like, what the fuck is he babbling about? And everyone else will be like, I don't know, man. I wasn't listening on Spreaker. So I wasn't going to start with this, but I am going to start with this because it's cool. Katrina Gould, who is Canada's Minister of International Development, said in a speech today that Canada is disappointed that Donald Trump has suspended the funding for she said Canada is disappointed, which sent shockwaves through the international community that Canadians would use such strong language. Everyone is stunned. And you know what Donald Trump said?
I don't give a damn.
That's exactly what he said, and he really doesn't give a damn. Like, Canada is disappointed? What the fuck kind of a message is that, and why do you think he would care?
It's an atypical Canadian message, is what it is.
Say that Canada is disappointed. Well, hold on. Let's reconvene Congress and consider this decision, because the last thing we would want to do is disappoint Canadians. Like, really? A guy like, you just make us look like such idiots when you say shit like that. And Trump doesn't give a fuck. No one in the States cares what we think. No one cares that we're disappointed, and it just makes us look dumb when you say things like that. Like, just do something to him. Like, put sanctions against the U.S. That would be cool. But to announce, oh, we're disappointed. All right. Good. Way to make us look like the fucking pansies everyone thinks we are.
It's true.
Canadians just don't care for that at all. Thanks, Katrina. Thanks for speaking on our behalf, by the way, because I'm not particularly disappointed. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, doesn't affect me in any way.
I have no idea what the Who does. I just know they've sucked since Keith Moon died.
Well, they haven't really technically existed since Keith Moon died, have they?
Well, it's pretty much just fucking Townsend now. Like, it's just Townsend touring around by himself. I think he just plays an acoustic. Mostly in malls for money. That's not true. The Who doesn't need money. But yeah, like for me it was when Entwistle died. Like I don't want to go see the Who now. It's not the Who. It's fucking Pete Townsend and 3 other dudes. That's not the Who. That'd be like if Ringo hired 3 guys and went and said, "Hey, look, the Beatles are back." No. No, they're not.
No, not at all.
So, Canada, way to go. Way to make us look angry. I appreciate that, Katrina. How come you can't be cool like the hurricane you're named after? There's a guy, what's that dude's name?
Bitch.
That bitch. No, you're not. You're not at all. I work with a dude. I got to tell you guys his name. This has nothing to do with the podcast, but it just rang when I was talking about how her name was cool. Who's this kid? I shouldn't be revealing people on the air, but I'm going to.
Yeah, you should.
Where's this kid's name? It's the coolest name I've ever heard. His name is just cool as shit, and I want to meet him. I don't have no idea who he is. I got to yell at him tomorrow for not doing some shit. It's always a nice way to introduce yourself. Hey, you have the coolest name I've ever heard in my life. And by the way, you're fired. Oh, yeah, Laird Bowie. Laird Bowie. That's fucking awesome because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were invented by Eastman and Laird, and your name's Bowie. Like, how fucking... Laird Bowie. Dude, that is a fucking rockin' name. And by the way...
That's funny, because when I heard Laird, I thought of the Surfer.
Yeah, right? Or the Surfer. Like, you can't go wrong with Laird. That's just a cool fucking name.
Yeah.
Laird. Yeah. He's probably a good-looking kid, too. I can't wait to fire his ass. You're not fired, Laird.
He should have sandy blonde long hair.
And for anyone in HR listening, this is not the Eric that works for your company, so don't worry about it. I'm not just...
But the Eric that does work for your company, he needs a raise.
He needs a raise. He's a good dude. He works hard. Not like me. I'm just a podcast bum. So, a lot of people had a very happy Easter. It was a lovely weekend for most. Not so much for a 6-year-old girl in Haliburton, Ontario, who on Easter Sunday, while walking with her mother, was mauled by 2 St. Bernards and had to be airlifted to a Toronto hospital. The girl remains in critical condition. The dogs have been quarantined, and it is not known who the dogs belong to. A little 6-year-old girl remains in critical... 2 St. Bernards. Like, what the fuck? They're supposed to save people. They're the saving dogs.
That's
they bring
crazy.
you Neocitrin and then fucking attack you and your mom? That's not cool. Maybe
because she wasn't sick. If she was sick, then they would have done something.
Well, she's not feeling good now, that's for sure. St. Bernards fucking suck. I've only ever met one in my life, He's like 130 pounds, and he was just a stupid piece of shit. Like, genuinely just dumb. He was just a dumb dog, and I didn't like him for that reason. But I didn't know St. Bernards were, like, attacking.
I bet a couple. Oh, I've never heard of that. That's like hearing of a golden retriever that attacks somebody. You just don't. That just doesn't happen.
Where is Halliburton? Is that near you?
Halliburton is from my house. It's about a 3 to 4 hour drive, depending on how you
so it's
drive.
right around the corner from you.
Pretty much.
So if you're in that
My
Halliburton
buddy
Halton
Mike actually
Hills
always had
area, stay away from St. Bernards. Because they fuck your shit up.
There's a wild pack.
Not
My buddy
known
Mike
who
has
the
a
owner
cottage
is.
or had a cottage in Halliburton.
Now, I don't understand by reading the article with that not knowing who the owner is. I don't understand if that means the media doesn't know who the owner is or if the police can't figure out who the owner is. But the dogs have been quarantined, and that's that. So stay away from St. Bernards. Apparently, they're all bastards, every one of them. That's how I read that news.
That's just craziness.
I'm going to read
I'm
news the way
absolutely
other
for that.
news sources do from now on. All St. Bernards are evil devil dogs now. Stay away from them. There's no such thing as a good St. Bernard. All dogs are evil. And you're probably going to get killed by a dog if you don't quarantine. Self-quarantine longer. Social distance. Physical distance for dogs. Or you'll die from St. Bernard death. Fucking. That's how this news story would be if it was on Global. It's not true. There was 2 bad St. Bernards. That doesn't mean St. Bernards are bad. Don't listen to the media. Although someone's listening to the media because BC just extended its state of emergency for another 2 weeks. So yay, 2 more weeks of this shit.
That's lovely.
I'm not even that affected because I still have to go to work every day, so I'm not as badly affected as everyone else. If I were, I would be shooting myself in the face right now or stabbing myself with one of our magnificent pens. And Ontario just extended theirs too, am I correct on that?
Yeah, ours has been extended for, I think it's a whole nother month.
Yeah, I think that's what I heard too. And that is gay. Not the good kind.
No, that's fucking stupid, and I don't fucking like it, and I'm not fucking impressed, and I wish they'd just fucking stop.
I did not mean to do that. I like Jason Kenney in Alberta. I love Jason Kenney. Like, just his sheer contempt for all things liberal. He's saying in Alberta they don't want to wait for vaccines. They're like, they will try anything. You just give him something, he's going to try it. Whereas Trudeau is saying we have to wait until Health Canada approves a vaccine. Jason Kennedy's like, nope. Give it. We will try it, and we'll tell you if it works. And I like his moxie.
I like the cut of your jib.
I like the cut of his jib. I don't even know what his jib is, but whoever cut it did a hell of a job. That's just cool. He's just like, no, we're going to try it. Like the University of Alberta is trying the malaria thing because Jason Kenney wants to suck Trump's dick bad. So he is like, I want to do the malaria drug. We'll try it here. He's willing to try anything once. That's what he said about the vaccine and Trump's dick.
I hope it's tiny. Then it might just fit in my ass easier.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
There you go. That's Trump talking about the news.
Yes.
If you don't like what I have to say about Jason Kenney, you can fuck yourself. Or send me an email at gwynethpaltrowsvagina@gmail.com. I didn't mean that last one. I don't know why I'm being so abrasive tonight. It's these pens. They make me feel powerful.
Great. You're going to take that to work. You'll be the guy just going by clicking the fucking thing over and over again.
Oh, no. I have my clicky pen. These don't click. They turn. It's not a clicky pen, it's a twist.
Oh, it's a turn.
It's a twist. Oh, what's going on here? Something's fucked up. Oh, this pen better not be fucked up already. Oh, yeah, look at that. Someone wrecked
Did it
my
already
pen.
break?
Yeah, it's a twisty pen. It's not a clicker, but I got a fucking clicky pen for you. That is literally the only two interesting stories I could find. This is for Gord.
There you go.
I click the fuck out of this thing all day at work. That's all I do is click my pen, and I look really concerned about something, and then no one asks me to do anything. I just click my pen real fast and look concerned. You do that. You can do that for like 3-4 hours before you have to stop and actually go do some work. You just walk around the store really fast. You have to move quick. Like whatever you're doing is very important. Don't even stop and talk to me.
Yeah. That's always the most important part of it.
But I'm really not doing anything. I'm just walking from one end of the store to the other.
Over and over and over again.
No, you can't do the same path back and forth. They'll catch that on the cameras. Today I spelled my name in giant letters across the entire store in my walking path. I walked in the path of my name.
It's amazing.
And then they don't know. The cameras don't know. What's he doing? He's checking the fire extinguishers? Or is he just walking around doing nothing? Cameras don't know. Maybe he's
so
checking
good.
all the fire extinguishers in the store to make sure they're compliant. Maybe he's just writing his name in giant letters, imaginary letters.
If they get that Google app that tracks your it tracks your motions around, that'd be hilarious. It's all of a sudden be like, why does that say Eric Hunt?
Is that guy writing meaningful notes about things he's witnessing around the store? Or is he just writing out the musical score to Hey Jude and drawing kittens? You never know. My book's very private. I'm sorry, I can't show you my notes. It's above your pay grade.
It's so good.
I have no more news to tell you guys, so I could just jeopardize my job by talking about it more. Or pass it on to Gordon.
I got some stuff.
Gordon, what do you got for us? Please tell me you have something.
I got a few things. One of the first ones is this is just, I just love the arrogance of this. On the checks, the relief checks going out in the U.S., Trump's name is on all of them.
Oh, of course.
He made sure that his name specifically got on all the checks just so that everybody know the money came from him.
Oh, I don't have... Oh, yeah, I do right here.
Don't be rude.
Don't be rude. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god, my computer's getting all fucked up. Hang on. So there's that. That's just annoyingly funny.
Fake news.
I don't know if you heard about the fires in the Ukraine. I think it's the Ukraine by Chernobyl.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
So yesterday, as it was mentioned yesterday, there's out of control wildfires in the Ukraine that are making their way towards the Chernobyl. No, one would think that who cares what's it going to do? The place is a wasteland anyways. Well, there's still a tremendous amount of toxic waste being stored there.
Oh, yeah, huge.
So if a fire were to ravage through it, that could be really bad.
That shit doesn't just go away.
But here's the weird thing. Yesterday, when it was reported, the fire was within 1 kilometer from the actual former nuclear power plant where all the waste is. So this is beginning like dire. This is like really, really fucking bad. They're like, we don't know if we can do anything. We're not sure if we can do this. And then all of a sudden today you open up the news and fire's out.
Fire's out. Fire's out. No problem.
That's it. The fire's out.
Clearly,
but
their
they
response time is better than Canada's when it comes to nuclear waste.
Yeah. Apparently. But they did find the guy responsible. Apparently the guy was just burning a little bit of brush around the back of his yard, and he just didn't bother to put it out, and the winds picked up and started the whole thing up.
Okay,
so
8 out of 10 of the worst fires around the world, that's an actual number that I just made up, are caused by some fucking meathead burning a little bit of brush in his backyard. It's always some guy, just a little fire in the backyard. Just clearing some brush. Every fucking year, some guy just clearing some brush burns down a fucking country. We have to stop with these guys burning shit. Like, it's banned all over BC, but people do it every year. Like my parents' neighbors right here in beautiful Lake Country, British Columbia, they're constantly doing it. They're not supposed to. It's against the law. They don't care. They're like, I just burned a little bit. Like, there's no amount that's it's not like a little bit illegal. It's all illegal. Don't do it. Stop burning down fucking countries, especially like you're next to Chernobyl. What are you thinking? Like, yeah, we want to light toxic waste on fire and have that smoke blowing around. Because Chernobyl,
that's exactly what we need, right?
Coronavirus isn't bad enough. Let's add fucking nuclear fallout to it and see what happens. This isn't enough like a goddamn Xbox game. Fucking Christ. Is that what you really want? You want to release nuclear waste where Putin is? Do you want to see giant nuclear Putin?
No.
That is a terrifying thought. Giant, like, you know, like in the end of the Hulk, when not the good Hulk, the shitty Ed Norton Hulk, when the fucking Tim Roth takes the thing and he's like, bah, and he's like, bah. He's like, that's what Putin wants to be. That Putin dreams of being Tim Roth in the shitty Ed Norton Hulk movie. He's like, I want to be that big gray piece of shit fucking smashy guy. And you
that's my goal.
Are making it possible. Like what the hell? Like, the people of Chernobyl need something to be traumatized by because they're still not, like, that was only 30 years ago, man.
Yeah.
It might have been 40. I don't remember. 82, wasn't it? Something?
80,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's 80 something.
I don't know when Chernobyl was. I want to say 86. Sounds like an 86 thing.
That's what you think it is?
Doesn't matter. We don't want any, just stay away from Chernobyl. Don't fucking burn anything by Chernobyl. Why are you burning? Shouldn't you be quarantined or something? Why are you burning shit right now anyway?
You're right, by the way. April 26th, 1986.
Yeah, there's a surprise.
And you're right again.
It just sounded right in my mind. It was just a lucky birth, really.
So we got that.
Don't burn stuff is what I'm saying, in case I didn't get that message out. Please, don't burn stuff, especially if you live next to something like Chernobyl.
If you're within, like, I don't know, 100 miles.
If there's a nuclear power plant anywhere in your, like, whatever you have, if you have states or provinces or districts or whatever, if the one you're in has a nuclear power plant, no brush fires. Simple math. Look at Fukushima. Math. That shit fucked stuff. People are still like getting fucked up by that.
It's still going.
Well, of course it is.
They never actually stopped it. It's still leaking radiation into the ocean.
That is the Japanese way.
Yeah, that's right. Leave it. It'll be fine.
They deal with something until they can't deal with it anymore, and then they ignore it like it's not there. That shit will leak into the ocean long after the human race is wiped out by some stupid Chinese fucking bat virus.
Corona 44.
Whatever the next stupid bat virus is. How come when you really get bit by a bat, you don't turn into a Batman? You get fucking coronavirus. Like, why is that? Like, why can't ever just be, like, You get bit by something and it makes you fucking awesome, like in a Marvel movie. Never happens. You just get this shit.
It's because you need radiation. Everybody knows that.
Well,
Spider-Man had the radioactive spider.
Well, then
Batman
I
didn't get
need
bit by anything.
to retract my previous rant and say, hey, Ukrainian guy, if you happen to see a bunch of bats flying overhead, start burning shit next to Chernobyl. And let's see what happens. I want giant nuclear bats. For sure I do. And I want to get bit by one and be giant nuclear Batman. And
Which all that means is that you'll be talking at such a high pitch nobody can hear you anymore.
That would make for a much more boring podcast, but I'm in.
Also make it very difficult for you to do your job.
No, not much harder, really. Not really at all. I can write down notes at my job with our magnificent pens. I never have to talk again. In fact, I probably won't. I'm going to fake a voice injury tomorrow just so I have an excuse to write all day.
That's awesome. Here in the mighty homeland of Canada, Trudeau, as per usual, got himself in a bit of hot water because he's an idiot. He has decided that now is the perfect time to pack up his entire family and go to their cottage in Quebec.
I thought that was like a week ago. He did that for the Easter weekend, didn't he?
He did, but he's still there, and he's now had to do a press conference to defend himself of why he did it, saying, well, we're still doing social distancing. The Quebec border is closed. It's closed, but yet Trudeau is allowed to get through and go to his cottage because he's a dick, and nobody else is allowed to go.
He's already proven that. He doesn't give a fuck.
That's right, and that's the problem, and that's why everybody's fucking freaking out over, because he just keeps proving that he, no matter what goes on, he just doesn't give a shit.
Well, what does he have to worry about? It's not like his wife had it or something. Oh, wait.
Wait a minute. Forgot.
That's exactly what happened. No, Trudeau doesn't care. He's on a different fucking planet. Like, mentally, he is just not on Earth with us. He just doesn't get it. He genuinely doesn't. I honestly believe he's that stupid. Like, I think he's just that, like, Michael Kelso dumb. From that 70s show, if you people aren't as old as me. He's just a fucking moron. Like, he just doesn't get it. Oh, what? Yeah, this group of us is self-isolating in our cottage. No, listen to your words. He's just...
It's different for me.
I think he believes that, too. He's like, well, they don't mean me when they talk about regular people, right? I don't have to do that.
I'm a trust fund. I'm not regular folk.
The Prime Minister cannot accept gifts from the Aga Khan on Christmas. Oh, that was other Prime Ministers, though, right? Not me. No, that's all the Prime Ministers, sir. Oh, sorry.
But I'm good looking. Come on. The hell? Good looking be able to follow these rules. What the fuck's Maui?
He thinks so now, too. He's got the beard. He thinks he's all tough. Talks like John Wick. No.
Yeah,
dude.
so people are just rightfully pissed about the whole thing.
I am, like... See, this bugs me because Trudeau did do what I told him to. He's the one person in the country who I genuinely believe listens to this show and pays attention to what we say. Because I said if we vote for him again, he doesn't have to give a fuck. He can do whatever he wants for 4 years because he knows... Because the last 4 years, he was such a fucking embarrassment. I said before the election, me and Gord talked about it, I said if he gets elected again, then he won't give a fuck. He will run rampant over all of us because he knows he can get away with anything. And lo and behold, this is what you get when you vote for a prick like that twice. He's just like, now I know I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I'm just going to. So, sorry, I ruined your country, but I'm going to just have fun while I'm Prime Minister. So, peace, I'm out. I'm going to my cottage.
Yeah. Don't care. And we're going to post pictures of our family all having an amazing fun time while we're there just to rub it in.
Why the fuck are you going to your cottage? You just got back from vacation. That's why we couldn't get you on the fucking pipeline bullshit blockades. You were nowhere to be found because you were on vacation. You're so tired from your vacation, you got to go on vacation to your cottage? Fuck, when do you work? My God, you spoiled fucking retard. It just drives me nuts. You do nothing, and you vacation every 3 weeks.
Yeah. It's insane. People
I am
mock
clearly
Trump
just
for how
jealous.
much he played golf, but this guy's just a dick.
My
There's no getting
rage is 83% jealousy. The rest, I'm genuinely angry. And I would still vote for him again over voting for Andrew Scheer. So there you go, Scheer. That's how I feel about you.
Yeah, Scheer's no better. Well,
I
while
would
Andrew
rather
Scheer
burn
is yelling
this
at.
fucking country to the ground than vote for Andrew Scheer.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, he's not. That's not a smart choice. Andrew Scheer is shooting his mouth off about Trudeau, as he always does, and completely disregards the fact that he didn't do any better when he flew his entire family on a tightly packed fucking jet with no extra seating and everything else, and they couldn't possibly be doing social distancing. And yet he bitches about Trudeau. Yes, pot calling the kettle black, man. It ain't right.
He lied on his resume. We talked about that last night.
Speaking of black.
Speaking of black,
Speaking of black, by the way, the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yeah, that's my
Ebola
favorite
is
country
spreading.
that ends in ongo.
The Ebola is spreading in the middle of the coronavirus fight.
Hey, Ebola before, you know what's funny, by the way? I got two funny things. Number one, Ebola was very, very bad before Corona made the news. We talked about it here on the show. I brought it up. That like 3,000 people died the weekend we were first talking about Corona.
Yeah,
that's just true. So yeah, I've been trying to monitor Ebola. Unfortunately, I haven't found a lot of numbers on it. So that's cool that you bring it up, because I'm very curious to hear about it. But the funny thing is, I was listening to an episode of our show today. Very rare for me to listen to me and Gord's show, but once in a while I'll try to pick off an episode here or there just to see what it sounds like. And I was listening to one from like early in February when you had some story about coronavirus playing in the background and you couldn't figure out how to get it to shut off. And
Yes.
we were both like, coronavirus? Who's talking about that? That's never going to be a thing. It was like beginning of February. We're like, that's not going to be a story. Why is anyone talking about that? We were a little wrong about that. But it's very funny because Gordon and I were on the coronavirus story long before anyone else was. And we were done talking about it by the time you guys first got sick from it. So we're awesome. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, tell me about Ebola.
So they've been fighting the Ebola. What do they call it? Not a pandemic. They call it epidemic. Since August of 2018.
Wow.
So since August of 2018, the official tally cited by the AFP puts fatalities from the virus at more than 2,200. That's what they're saying in this particular region.
Is that all?
Yeah,
I thought it was a lot more than that.
That's because we weren't looking at Congo. We were looking at a different part of that country.
Yeah,
When
absolutely.
we're looking
But that's a shitty number. That it's disappointing. But I just expected more. So that's good.
Yeah.
I guess that's a happy thing. I guess in a way. I guess. I don't know.
I guess
It's less than I would expect. So I'm happy about it. There's probably 2,200 people that certainly aren't.
Well, one thing I find interesting is that they're saying that for an outbreak to be officially declared over, 52 days must pass without any new cases.
Wow. So that outbreak is not ending anytime soon.
No, it is not. That is still going on. And they were literally just saying that, look, man, we were just getting a hold of all this and things were starting to go good. We're starting to get some lower numbers. And then all this coronavirus comes in. That starts fucking shit up. And then the Ebola comes back and slams them again. So they're just getting, literally they're just getting tag teamed in all the worst prison ways.
Wouldn't it be fucked if we found out that the only cure for coronavirus is Ebola? We
Here's
found
something
the vaccine. We have to give you the Ebola virus, though, so it's your choice.
Have the sniffles or die.
You may die, you may not, but we got your vaccine. Social distancing's over.
Something I don't get about COVID, and basic soap kills it. Washing your clothes in warm water kills it with basic soap. But yet, you can't just inject us with a bit of Dawn liquid and we'll be fine? Like, I don't get why this is so difficult to have a vaccine for something that is so easily destroyed.
I'm not sure that it is that difficult. I think it's all media bullshit. I've been saying that from the beginning. I don't think there's anything that difficult. Copper kills it. Wear a copper bracelet. You won't fucking get it. It kills it. You're fine.
Somebody made the comment about, if it gets above 80 degrees, that kills it.
Yeah.
Well,
probably.
no, because the inside of a human is 98.6, so it doesn't make any sense.
Maybe on a surface. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't.
Yeah, if it gets above 80, probably not. Maybe 80 Celsius.
Maybe 80 Celsius. I don't know.
80 Celsius will kill a lot of shit.
Yeah.
To cook meat properly, you got to be like 72. So that's what kills bacteria in meat. So I'm assuming 80 Celsius would kill 76. I'm sorry. I think it's 76.
76 degrees Celsius.
76 degrees Celsius kills bacteria in meat, I think, is the thing. I haven't taken my food safe exam yet. Pretty sure it's 76 is what we studied. So, yeah, 80 makes sense. That's probably 80 Celsius. I don't know. Give Nick Lachey some coronavirus and see what happens. Because he was in 98 degrees. That's what I'm saying. That would.
That was terrible.
Terrible.
I mean, great reference, but I mean, the band sucks, so it's terrible. Back last year, there was a Russian plane crash that killed 41 people. It was a brutal crash.
Was that shot down by Iran? Oh no! Wait, that was
no, ours. that was ours. Yeah, it's ours, and nobody cares about it. The new video has been released.
What do you mean? I don't care. I don't like your attitude. I'm going to my cottage.
I cared so much I had to leave and go to my cottage to not care. Dick. Yeah, so a new video has been released showing the flames, and I gotta tell you, man, I'm looking at a still shot from the video. Holy crap. You see the front third of the airplane, and then the rest of it is just a fireball. Like,
I remember the
from
plane
the engines
crash.
back.
I don't remember the circumstances. Was that when Russia was invading the Ukraine, and that was around the same time, I think? I don't know.
I don't know, but it was lightning that struck it when it was on the taxiway.
Oh, right. I have no recollection of that whatsoever. That was the fakest "oh right" ever, because I have no idea. I don't recall that one bit.
Yeah, but I just went with it, so it's okay. But yeah, no, it happened last May, and lightning struck it while it was on the tarmac, and it was taxiing, and all of a sudden the motherfucker just fucking erupted and
sucks.
Killed 41. Some people got out. Basically, the people at the front of the plane got out, but nobody at the back did. Yeah, they're not talking about it other than saying, hey, here's a video of it. We won't tell you, though.
But the Russians talk about everything very openly. That's weird.
Oh, yeah, I know. They're so good for that. Yeah, absolutely. No,
they don't. In case people don't know, they don't. That's sarcasm.
No.
case you thought I was being serious there, I was not.
Iran is suspected of seizing and then eventually releasing a Hong Kong flagged tanker near the Strait of Hormuz, which is not good for Iran at all. That's just not something you're supposed to be doing. But they held the thing since I can't even tell when they fucking even released it. I can't open up the windows. My computer's gone all fucky.
I'm not even going
but,
I'm just taking pictures of our pen in different positions around my room. So
of course you are.
Hey, Iran, can I ask you something? Iran? Do you really think you want to be tugging at that thread right now? Like, do you think now is a really good time to piss off people just a little bit more? The U.S. just kicked the shit out of you. Canada is chomping at the bit to get revenge because you shot down our fucking plane and then denied it, and you won't give us the goddamn black box. Not a good time to go fucking with someone else's boats.
Yeah.
Especially not Hong Kong, who we all love. The one thing that we disagree with China about, you really want to fucking get on the wrong side of that right now? My God, it's no wonder your country's so wildly advanced with all the good decisions you make.
And that's not sarcasm this time.
That was not. You're retarded. Don't attack any. Don't do anything if you're Iran.
Iran. Say it right, Dick.
Iran is going to be wiped off the fucking map if you keep fucking around. You know what you're going to be called? You're going to be called that space where Iran used to be.
Something has literally just come up, and this is pretty cool because I remember breaking this fucking story a while ago. Remember those two videographers from Wuhan that were driving around? I was telling you all about the two different guys, and both of them ended up disappearing.
Nope. Yeah, I totally remember. I just saw those videos again the other day because those are videos creepy as fuck.
They are. They're actually starting to hit the news now. The fact that they're still missing, it's been months, they're still missing.
Well, that's not surprising.
Yeah.
The Chinese government fucked those dudes up.
Oh, yeah. They'll never
find them. You will never find traces of them. We will never know what ever became of them. And it can make the news all it wants. It's going to be like, they're on that plane that disappeared. Remember that plane that just disappeared and then everyone stopped talking about it?
Yeah, they never found it, did they?
Nope, but when they do, it's going to have two Chinese videographers on it, I'll tell you that much.
That's so good. That's so good. Oh, my God. I just thought that was kind of interesting, the fact that they disappeared in February. That's when we started talking about this one was in February. And, they're still gone.
They're
pretty
still
fucking
gone.
crazy.
Give us back our Michaels! I have no idea who those two dudes are. I want them back so fucking bad. I am so behind those guys. I'm just like, fuck you, China. I want my Michaels back. No idea who they are. I don't know their backstory. I don't know their families. I know nothing about these men. They could be the worst. They could be like Paul Bernardo guys. I have no idea, but I want them back. They're my Michaels. I take it very personally that they're not back yet. I remember being just a young homeless guy wandering the streets of Vancouver, disagreeing with Gord about how it was going to go down and that we were going to get our Michaels back. This is almost 2 fucking years ago now.
Yeah,
And they're still just
not coming
rotting
back.
in a Chinese prison for no reason.
No, just because they are who they are, or just
I
because
don't
of
know
where
why
they're from.
it's so vivid in my mind. There was that diplomatic trip. I was right on Granville. I was walking up and down Granville. That's when I used to walk around Granville doing the show. Because I wouldn't do it in East Van because people kept trying to beat me up every time I did. Because they assumed I was talking to the fuzz. But, yeah, almost 2 years now since those poor bastards have been rotting into jail. Sorry, I didn't mean to get back on a weird topic. It's just like, your two videographers make the news. Our two guys have been rotting into your prison for a year and a half. Put that on your news. Give us back our dudes.
Yeah, nobody could give a shit about those two guys anymore.
I do. I give a shit, Michaels. Hey, two Michaels, if you somehow are listening to Eric and Gord in a Chinese prison, I'm not going to ask you to send me an email. That would put your life in danger. I'm just saying, I got your back, guys. I'm taking this battle on. I will fight the Chinese government on your behalf. I'm not scared. I don't care.
No.
What's
I don't
the
either.
Chinese government going to
I really
do
couldn't
to
give a shit.
such a wildly famous celebrity?
Right?
They can't touch me.
Exactly.
That would be like fucking with, I don't know, Tara Reid?
And so many people are going, who the fuck is that?
I'm equally as famous as Tara Reid, I guarantee it. I was not in American Pie, but I watched most of it.
I've eaten my fair share of it.
Which is, that's just silly. I kind of crapped on your story there, Gord. Sorry.
It's okay. No, like I said, I had to relatively dig to find that story to begin with anyway, so it's pretty cool to be able to sit back and see that it's being picked up by different news sources. When I first picked that thing up, it was through the Associated Press, but it was like 25 links in through, keep going in, keep bearing, keep digging until I finally came up with that article. This is sitting on the second page of Fox News, for Christ's sakes. They actually picked it up, amazingly enough. Mind you, they only posted this 25 minutes ago, but, at least they're still picking it up. So it's kind of just neat.
It's still Fox News. They can still fuck themselves. Hey, kids, I got nothing to plug. I just wanted to say, check out our websites or something. Go to ericandgordstuff.com. Check that out.
Yep.
First 5 emails that go to gwynethpaltrowsvagina@gmail.com. I will send you send me your mailing address. I will send you a pen and a postcard. That postcard will be autographed by me and touched by love from Gord. I'll fake Gord's signature and put it on there. It won't look anything like his signature because I have no idea what it looks like, but I'll write Gord on the card with my right hand so it doesn't look like mine.
Just write, this is Gord's signature, and that's all you write.
This is Gord's signature in a big X. So
I want to do a very quick plug, by the way.
5 emails. Eric, gwynethpaltrowsvagina@gmail.com. You get the pen and the postcard. I'm going to put pictures of them on our website when we are done this. There you go. Gord wants to do a plug, everybody.
I do. I just want to do a very quick shout out to Oh Look Fabric, phenomenal little fabric store that's in Milton. Once this whole thing gets lifted, support local, do what's best for the individual companies, not the big conglomerates, and help everybody else out and do your shopping there. So go over there and pick up some fabric and learn to do something new for once in your life. Pick up the trade now while you're not doing fuck all, and perfect it with some good new fabric from Oh Look Fabric.
Oh Look Fabric?
Oh Look Fabric over on Main,
Fabric.
corner of Main and Martin. Oh. It's a genius little name. I love it.
If you go to Oh Look Fabric and you send a email to gwynethpaltrowsvagina@gmail.com telling us all about your Oh Look Fabric experience, Gord will sharpen your knives for half price. If you go to Gord's Little Shop of Sharpening.
Absolutely. You know what? Hang on. I'm going to do one better.
Hashtag
If you go to
easiest
Oh
thing in
Look
the world.
Fabric, if you go to Oh Look Fabric, if you buy something from Look Fabric, I will sharpen. I will sharpen your knives for free, but I will do one. I will sharpen your knives for half price, but I will do one for free.
There you go. Look at that. One for free, one for half price. And all you got to do is hashtag easiest thing in the world and tell us that you went to Oluk Fabric. You get a pen, you get a postcard, you get a free knife sharpening. And you may just have a new resident in your town. I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but it could be Eric and Gord podcasting from Milton together. More to come.
We're gonna set up shop in the fucking cemetery.
That would be awesome. That would be really weird to me. Watch me get together in the same city and we got nothing to fucking say. We're just not funny at all.
It only works over the phone from distance.
Yeah, I've had relationships like that.
We already know that's not true. We already know that's
my
not true.
first
We've gone
relationship
together.
it was only good over the phone, and then we get together and it's like, what?
Yeah,
I'm good. Are you good? I'm good.
I'm good. I'm golden like a Trump shower.
Kids, just because we're playing 2 episodes tonight, we could cut this one a little bit short. You didn't get one last night, but you're getting 2 for the price of 1 tonight. I'm out of news. I'm fishing hard here, and I got other shit I got to do. So I will cut this one early. I don't know if we're doing one tomorrow or not. That would be almost all week. That'd be fucking crazy for us. I love that we're back on a weird schedule.
Yeah.
So I am going to say thank you so much, everybody, for listening. I really hope you're enjoying the show. Please keep getting in touch with us. We got some great guests coming up next week. At least 2. Maybe more. Who knows? Write in, get a pen. Write in and just tell me you love me as much as I love you. It's not possible. You couldn't. I love you that much. Until tomorrow night, please take care of each other.
Stop being fucking stupid.
Or that. There we go. The outro is...
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help or advice are encouraged to obtain professional legal and medical services.